evening, everyone. So, today we are here to start with the second option, that is insert menu in the Word, MS Word. So, if most of you might be sitting in front of the laptop, right? If you are using your laptop right now with me, please start exploring the options. So we are going to start at exactly 5:30, as some of you are still joining. We'll wait for everyone to join and then we are going to start. Um, yes, you can attend the class whichever way is comfortable for you, dear. If you want to attend from here, here. Otherwise, you can go to YouTube as well. I'm again repeating, please don't use chat box to say hello to everyone. Yes, we'll just wait for one more minute and then we are going to start with the session. Okay, you have the chat option available with you. In case of any doubts, you can write it over there. And after explaining one feature, I'll check the chat box. So if you have any doubt, I'll solve it right there. Okay. Okay, it's automatic. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So today, if you are going to use it practically along with me, then it's going to be more beneficial for you. As we know that word, no, these things are not something where we can rectify, we can learn the things. We need to practice those things. All of you might be knowing many things, but you don't know how to apply it, when to apply it. Like if you remember in the last class, I told you about Format Painter. We all are aware that there is a one term, one feature which is known as Format Painter in Word, but we hardly use that. We need to copy. We want same font, same format to be used in different places. And always what we do, we select different text. We again use all those features. Again we go to the next text, we select it, we used all those features. So we are not using, we are not saving our time. These applications, why we use these applications, why we use this MS Office, just to save our time. And if you really want to save your time, then you should be aware and you should know how and when to use these features. So today's class is again very important, because here we are going to talk about one of the most important thing, that is insert menu. Now in insert menu, there are a lot of things, like there are header footers, there's table, there are shapes, there are Wikipedia, there are hyperlinks, there's insertion of the video. Many things are there. It's quite a big topic. So today we are basically going to cover with the table part, how to make table, what all things we are going to do, what all how we can edit the table. As soon as we are going to select a table, new two options you are going to see: the format table, the designing tool, the layout tool. That we are not going to see if we are simply opening a Word. So before we start with that, I'll be sharing my screen. I'll be sharing my Word document where I'll show you what all features to be used and how we are going to use that. But before that, let's just have a quick view on what all things are there in insert menu. A quick briefing, because it has nothing to do with the theoretical part. Everything needs to be practical only, but still you should know what all menus are there. Okay. Yes. See, in insert menu, we'll have page break option if you want to break your page. So use this command to send your cursor to the top of next page, even through the text does not extend to the bottom of the previous page. What happens now? We are writing different, say we are writing a document where we have different chapters, we have different headings, and we want each heading to start with a new page. Now our page is not ended. We have just covered one third, one fourth, or maybe just half of the page. But for the next heading, we just want to move on to the next page. So if you want to do that, just use the page break option. As soon as you are going to click on page break option, you will just go to the next page and you can start from the top of the page. You can choose date and time if you want that to be displayed in the document. There are almost 17 formats in which we can write date, time, or date and time. How we want date, like month, year, and then the date, or date, month, and then the year, in which format we want year to be shown. So there are a lot of formats which we can use to insert date, time in our document. Symbols, there are a lot of symbols. Insert a symbol from each of your symbol fonts or any standard form which includes symbol. There are more than you might think. There are many symbols which you can use. But see, when I talk about these features, if these features are there, that means we have to use it properly. We have symbol and we want to make our Word document very attractive, so let me use any symbol. No, don't do that mistake. Each and every symbol has some meaning for it. So use symbols properly. Footnote. Now in the page you have some specific term, and that most of the people may not know the meaning of that word. So you can go for footnote. You can write, like if you want on all the pages, sorry, not for that word, but if you want something to be written on all your document pages, you can go for footnote. You can go to header and footer. So there are multiple options which you can use while doing that. So place a footnote at the bottom of the page or end of the document. You can place it anywhere. If you want these footnotes to be at the end of the page, go for that. If you want on each page I have to write some footnote. Go for that. It's not mandatory that if you have written footnote on page 1, that should go to page 2. There's a difference between footnote and footer. Okay, so footnote, if you're writing on page 1, that's okay. For page 2, if you don't want, it's fine. If you want everything to be written at the end, go for the end of the document. If you want to insert any kind of picture, insert picture from clip art or file. Like if you have any picture in your laptop, you can use those pictures. You can also insert auto shape, word art, or a chart. We have these options like chart, shapes, and word art. That also we can do. Text box, users place captions near table or drawing, or to set of text at the beginning of the page. Click and draw the box after making the selection. Click the text box, draw it, place it wherever you want to place it, and you can write on it. File. Insert a saved document into the active document at the cursor. Object, you can insert an object like clipart, word, equations. Hyperlink, you can create a hyperlink. You have two documents, right? So for example, I'm making a document on communication, or I'm making a document on MS Office, but I don't want, when I'm introducing MS Office, that in Word I should write everything. No, I can just create a hyperlink on the Word, MS Word. If I'm going to press Control and click on that, it's going to open another file where I'll have details about MS Word. That is hyperlink. You can create that hyperlink also. So we have multiple features, multiple options to use in our document. Now, okay, as of now, no doubt. Now I'm going to open my Word and we are going to explore the insert option. For insert option, let me just open with a Word document. So here is my empty Word document. And today we are going to talk about the second option. In first class, we have covered the file menu. We have done home. Now it's about insert. Now in insert, see, can you see the first three options? The first option is cover page. If you want your first page to be different, because it's a cover page, it's the book of page. When we open a book, there's different font used. The design is different. If you want to give that thing to your document, you can click on cover page. So you will have these many options. So let's say I want to do this. It's done. Here, if I have selected a cover page, that doesn't mean that I can not change anything. If I want to replace this picture, I can click on this picture, I can delete it, I can add a new picture in place of it. Here, I can just delete everything, I can delete the entire text, and I can write whatever I want to write over here. I can give my document the title, whatever I want to give. So this is the cover page option. Now, it's done. So in cover page, when we have selected cover page, most of the features will go. So if you are going to see in the insert menu, see picture, online picture, shapes, table, blank page, page break, icon, we cannot do those things. Once I come out of this, like nothing has been selected on this cover page, all the features will come back again. If you have selected something and those features are not related to that. So for example, I have selected this picture. For this picture, all the options are available. So it will come. But blank page and page break is not available. So they won't work. Right? So let me just remove the cover page. It's gone. I have just undo that thing. And if I want to bring it back, you can just redo it. Yes. Now, blank page. My page is already blank. So for example, if this is written, I want to go to a blank page. I'll click on blank page. See what happened. As my cursor was on top of the page, I got a blank page before cover page. A new page, a blank page, just got inserted above the page on which I was working because my cursor was on top. Now, if I am going to place my cursor somewhere here down, if I'm going to click on blank page, I'm going to get the page downside. because my cursor was down. So that means it is sending the command to MS Word that need a new page below the document, below the above page. So this is how we can add. Now here I have written something, right? I'll just remove the pages. This is the page. Now my document, in my document I can see lot of space. I can see some space over here. I'll just minimize this thing. Okay, so here I have some space. I can write something over here, right? But I don't want to write anything below this. I just want to shift to a new page. Okay, let me do one thing. It's a new page. I just want my document to end over here. I don't want to write anything. I don't want to continue on the same page. So I'll go for page break option. If I click on page break, I'll simply move to the next page. It's a page break option. Now you will say that, ma'am, page break is also bringing a new page, right? And blank page is also bringing a new page. So what's the difference in that, right? So in both the cases, definitely we are going to insert a new page, but in page break option, you cannot insert a page above. Like if I am putting my cursor here, if I want a new page to be inserted here, then I'll have to go for blank page. If I click on page break, below it a new page will come. See, a new page just came below it. Okay. So that is the small difference. And otherwise, you can use both the option if you want to insert a new page. Second, most important thing, table. It looks very simple, no? What's there in a table? Just go to table, click on how many you want, click on this table, and see, the table got inserted. What's difficult in this? Nothing, right? Nothing is difficult. But I want my table to be small. I don't want my table to complete my entire page. Then what? I want a bigger table. You know, in this table, if I go to this table, I can just have this much of table, 10 into 8, right? I can just have this much of table. I want a bigger table. I want to insert more rows. I want to insert more columns. What should I do then? I want to insert more rows. I want to insert more columns. What should I do? Do I have any other option? Okay. I want all of you to tell me, do I have any other option to insert the table? Do I have the option? Because 10 by 8 is the only size which I'm getting, but I want more. I want my table to be of 15 by 20. 15 rows, 20 columns. How can I get that? Come on. You all have used Word. Tell me, how can we get that? Please write in the chat box, how can we get that? What is the option? No? Okay. We are going to add a bigger table in our document. Now, how we can do that is, when we click on this arrow, we'll get draw table option. Now, if I click on draw table, here I can draw a table manually, right? I can draw it. I can just make lines like this. So I am drawing my own table. So this is how I want my table to look. Some big columns, some small. Then below I want one more to be inserted. This is way. If you want some specific design for your table, you can go ahead with draw table. But I want equal size. Everything should be equal. For that, what should I do? For that, I am simply going to click on insert table. A box will open. Now here, it is asking me How many columns you want? So for example, I want 10 columns. How many rows you want? I just want 2 rows. Here is my table, right? I want 10 columns are there. I want 2 rows are there. Again, now this is one table which I have inserted. Let me insert one more with some fonts. Now, can you see below, you have the option auto fit behavior. So here it was auto fit. Yes. So we were talking about insert and different things which were available there. Right. So see here first when I created the table, it was auto. Auto was selected. So that means when I'm going to write any content in it, can you see it's increasing? It increases because I've selected auto. So how much I want to write, whatever I'm going to write here, it's going to adjust the width and the length of the table according to the content I'm writing. Now, let's explore the second option. I want 5 columns, 2 rows, and here I want to adjust the width. Now, if I'm going to adjust, for example, if I'm making it 1 centimeter, this is 1 centimeter. Now, if I'm writing, see again, how it's increasing, right? Length is increasing. Earlier, what have we noticed? That the breadth was getting increased. The content was getting shift to the next line. But here, when I have set some specific measurement, it's not increasing because for this height I have written it should be 1 centimeter. So it's not going to the next line. Next. Now, here is auto fit to contents. If I select this option, if I make a new, okay, let's go to the third table. If I select the next option, that is auto fit to content, here, whatever I am going to write, it will again adjust. It will keep on increasing because I have written that content should be adjusted in the table, in the box, in whatever column row I am writing, the content should get adjusted in that. Next, last option, auto fit to window. Now, if I am going to just 1 minute, let's create one more table with auto fit to window. If I'm creating auto fit to window, same thing is happening. So what's the difference? Why we have used 3 different options? See? Now, what if I start writing over here? See, now the content this started reducing. Here we have different options how you want your table to look like, and you can explore all the options. Yes, to delete the table. This is my table. If I want to delete my table in one go, earlier I just selected it and I have just clicked on delete. Can you see this plus option? If you're going to click on this plus option, you have selected the entire table. Here also you're getting the delete option, or else you can simply click your delete from here. Yes, it's deleted. So you have to select the entire table and you can just click on delete option in your keyboard and it will get deleted. Now let's go to the designing part. This is my table, and as soon as I have created the table, I am on the new window that says new tab, that is design. Now there are a lot of designs which I can use. Now if I click on this design, see this first row, there is different, the column is different, row is different. So this is the design which I have selected. If I just don't want this to be highlighted, if I delete this header row, see, it's going to be same. Here we have six different options which we can use to make our table look different. Now, how we are going to make it different? See, I've removed everything. No filtering is being used. It's the table which you have got. Now you want to highlight the row, header row. You want to highlight the header row. If you are going to click on this check box, see, our row got highlighted. The first row, this is the header row. Always the first row is the header row. So that got highlighted. Now, if I want to remove that, if I want to go to total row, it's always the last row. So if I want to highlight that thing, that will get highlighted. I want my header and total, both the rows to be highlighted. So I'll click on both the things. So my header row is also highlighted and total row is also highlighted. Now, I want alternate rows to get highlighted. So I'll use banded rows. See, the alternate rows, there's a color change after each and every. Alternate row is having same color. So first, third, fifth, seventh. So this is banded row. I want alternate text to get highlighted. I want my first column to be highlighted. First column highlighted, last column highlighted. Same way, I want alternate column to be highlighted. I'll go for the banded column. That is done. Now I don't want banded column. I just want my first column and first row to be highlighted. So first column, first row highlighted, last column I'll remove. So from these six options, however, whatever you want to use, you can use those features and you can make your table look attractive. Now here's the shading part. If you want to fill some color, for example, in this row, I